Jakes about to take on Vincent Ratke. Houston, you know he's a good player, and you're going to have to battle.
Yeah.
How's the confidence going into this 2 out of 3 set match?
You know, I'm really treating it like it's a tournament match. The last couple of times I've played them, I feel like I've been a little too relaxed going into the match and haven't had the best results. So I really prepared like this was a tournament match and a really important tournament match. And but yeah, the confidence feels really good. Had a good tournament last week. Forehand, backhand, everything feels pretty solid, and I'm pretty excited. I'm ready to go.
Well, you were surely looking very good at that tournament. Your forehands were just coming off very well.
Yeah.
And
a little strategy that Vince told me maybe to say to the camera. I was talking to my dad earlier and stuff, and he was saying kind of mix up the pace a little bit. Vince handles pace really well, but then sometimes when you give him a little bit more of a slow ball than a fast ball, kind of mix it around, he can maybe get a little bit off rhythm. Obviously working to the backhand a little bit more because he's just got such a powerful forehand and serve. So returns in the court, work it to the backhand, get a little off pace rhythm going off in there, and we'll see what I can do.
Great strategy, and best of luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with Vincent Ratke. Vince, you are playing Houston Jakes out here in a 2 out of 3 set match. What is your strategy going into this match?
So I guess basically, after going to that Mississippi State tournament and also watching some US Open last night, I kind of wanted to make it an objective of mine to see how much pace I can put on the ball without like missing too much. So I just really want to focus on having like good contact on the return, space some free serves in, and really get some depth on the shots with pace. Just really what I'm thinking about. Like I know we were talking about how I want to beat them worse than what I beat them last time. Like last time I won 3-2. I want to win 3-1 or better. But I don't really want to be thinking about the score of this match because as soon as it's like 4-all or something, I don't know. I feel like they can mess with me mentally. So I'm not going to worry too much about the score. I'm just going to focus on what I can control and go from there.
Well, very good, and best of luck out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we have Houston Jakes post-match. Houston, the third set did not go your way, but obviously a well-fought match. And how do you think it went overall?
Yeah, I mean, starting out it was super tough with the conditions. Court got some really unlucky bounces. We had some people next to us. Balls were coming on our court pretty frequently, and the wind out there was a big factor the whole entire match. I felt better than I kind of thought I would once we kind of got going into it. Was able to start getting into some points, and me and Vince started to have a little bit better points because the first couple games weren't the highest level at all. But lost that first set 6-4, got pretty frustrated, got broken at 5-4, had to go take a reset in the bathroom. Nothing too big, just getting ready for the second set, and started the second set with 3 straight breaks back and forth. Wind started to die down just a little bit. My level raised for sure, and Vince's dropped just a little bit, and that's why I was able to take that second set 6-2. And going into the third set tiebreaker, I was hoping I could keep the momentum going and be able to pull it out, but got up 4-2 early in the tiebreaker in the first changeover. Had a forehand on the other side, and it was an early forehand, and my grip was, I hit a serve, and my grip was completely different, and hitting the bottom of the net, and that kind of got in my head. And, so that's a little bit frustrating because I was kind of focusing on that for some reason for the next 12 or so points. And, when I don't have full confidence in my forehand, everything else starts to get a little bit shaky. But full props to Vince. He was able to not play his best tennis today, and he was able to go out there and get a victory. He's a great fighter, great player, and always enjoy being on the same court with him.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we have Vincent Ratke. Vince, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Houston. How do you think the match went overall?
Well, obviously the hurricane conditions were tough. It was super windy. Then it helped that there were a bunch of balls rolling onto our court in the first set. It was really hard to kind of mentally push past that adversity and turn it into a challenge rather than a disruption. Honestly, I feel like, especially in that first set, I don't think either of us really played our best tennis. Not really long rallies or anything. And I guess my mindset going into that match was I felt like I wasn't really there to compete. It was more just there to go try something. And I think it's totally good to try new things in practice and stuff. But it got to the point where I wasn't conscious about it. It felt like I was kind of just slapping the ball and just hoping it goes in rather than really putting effort into my shots and trying to grow part of my game that I'm trying to improve. But going into that second set, I could already tell before we even started, Houston got amped up, and he really stepped up his game and really applied some pressure. And I think that's really smart of him to take a little mental break in the restroom real quick to reset and come back firing. I think he did a great job of that. Me personally, I feel like I kind of deteriorated. I don't think I was really tough out there, and I feel like there's even a point where I kind of tanked, and there's that's horrible. Should never tank. So that was really bad. But I will say, once I was down 4-2 to Houston, I was conscious of that, and I said, am I going to just be like a little I don't know what the word is, a little girl, and just let the conditions bother me and just deteriorate, or am I going to use what I have, fight back, and try to win this match? So I attempted to go with the latter. Unfortunately, Houston was too strong and just took that second set pretty easily. But going into that tiebreaker, I was thinking, can't let Houston beat me quite yet. I know those years will come, but it's not that time yet. I'm feel like I'm like Nadal and he's like Alcaraz. It will be your time, but not yet. But anyway, that being said, just really in that tiebreaker, just really wanted to make sure I was making bowls and do whatever it takes to win. And was glad I was able to pull it out and play some better tennis in that tiebreaker. So once again, good match to Houston. Obviously, there's some things to work on for both of us. And overall, it's good that we got some match experience.
Well, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you. Thank you.